Hey guys, how we doing tonight? Hope we're all doing good. Let's see here. Get some music rolling. What's up, Zach? Welcome in. Thank you. I need it. Tour 10 has been giving me some issues since they took away the new holes. I have had pretty much just a terrible losing streak going. So hopefully we can turn that around. What's going on, Aaron? Thank you, John. Or thank you, Jeremiah. And how's it going, John? So, it wasn't on stream, but I had Tour 10 maxed. I was at four. I was above 4170 because I had one win in Tour 11, and then I had closed out 10, and that's where we're at now. So it's been a rough couple days. Hopefully we could swing this around here. Hopefully. If not, not the end of the world. It's just a game after all. And really the only thing that matters about the trophies is I don't have a chance at the APOC in the store when I'm not at 3,900. That's really the only thing that drives me to even try to get it corrected. I would like to max at some point, but I need a bankroll to max. I've played a few Tour 11 now. What's going on, Steve? I played one randomly, and then my first trip officially into Tour 11 I won, so I was at a 2-0, and then I lost like 5 straight, and went from like 180 to 130 million, and we've dropped down. So I'd like to really have at least 200 million next time I try to really go into Tour 11. Yeah, it is hard. I don't know what the deal is. I'm guessing a lot of players lost their trophies, during the tournament practice. And unfortunately, because of the nature of Tour 10, because you have to be better than 50-50 to go up, it takes a long time to rebuild, even when you're good. So it's tough. It can be a tough going. And all it takes is one. I mean, I had a night where, or it was a day rather, but, I had a disconnect on one, and then on the next one, just like a really crappy situation on the drive where I was pretty sure I hit it good. I hit perfect. It didn't end up okay, and it's par 5, couldn't reach in 2 kind of thing. And I've had like 50 hole outs. Not me, my opponents, like where you really don't expect them. I expect them when people are chipping in with a wedge and stuff, but when people are hitting long iron shots and stuff on you, it's tough. I played one Tour 11 today just to see if I could maybe steal some coins back off of a good luck basis, and I got someone dropped an ace on me on the shootout, so it's just been tough. Anyways, I should make sure my bag is good before we go in. I figured it would be. I liked 8 a lot, but I played it for so long that, or I'm sorry, 9. I liked 9 a lot, but I played it for so long that I'm pretty sick of it. What's going on, James? Sorry I couldn't catch you, man. I knocked out, and I knocked out hard. I've been getting this hole a lot lately. Been getting it with a lot of a lot of tailwind, so a little different to see the headwind. Oh yeah, James, it's perfect for that now. What's up, Ray? Scott, welcome in. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors. You can't even just say opponents, you know, like some days they just don't, like I sent a replay to the chat group I'm in, and it was like first my shot, and I took a bunker shot from, you know, maybe about 100 yards-ish. It was close to max, but not quite max. And, I mean, I lipped the cup on a really nice slow roll. It wasn't like way overpowered or anything like that. And then my opponent comes up next and drops the Alba. You know, like, what are you going to do? Been losing shootouts, .33s to .34s. Just tough. Not doing friendlies at the moment. I am on a recovery mission here. Oh, this hole sucks because it can be really damn tricky. To get this measurement right. It definitely overplays over the canyon. We're at max, 12.9 at max, normally be 6.5. So we're going to go about 7.5. Try it out. Still a little hot. It's probably closer to 2.5 rings overplay there. Or I'm sorry, a ring and a half. Isn't that you, Scott, that was sending me the request? Yeah, Scott, I can't right now. But are you going to be up for a bit? Because if you're going to be up for the remainder of the stream, I will definitely be happy to play you in a couple as soon as I'm done. no, going down the hill. Thank you. Thank you for the good luck. Should have put a little more curl on that. The curl is to counter that wind on the bounce. It's tough because this is a hole that it's very easy to go long, go left, go right, and roll into a bad spot. Very, very easy. And this is one of the tougher wins, in my opinion, for this hole. Damn it. Not how we want to start off. What up, Tim? Should send these out real quick. Was there no notification, Tim? Hey, Santos. Thank you, my friend. I need it. I need it. Just so I know I'm not crazy, Jody, you are JoJo, I would take it, correct? Not that I know of, Tim. If you want to hit that, that would be awesome. What's up, Steven? D, I didn't see you come in. Welcome. I mean, I know some people are, clearly, because we do have a decent amount of people in here. Oh, my viewer count's not working, speaking of. There it goes. My pointers have a better win percentage than me. To be really honest, though, this has been how this game has always been for me, at the very least, on this account. I have streaks like you wouldn't believe. Both bad and good. More bad, though, unfortunately. I feel like it takes a little higher level play for me to move up than it should. Just because of the unbelievable bad luck streaks I get. You know, like, the worst I've seen is I lost to 3 straight aces in shootouts, and they were not replays. It was just how it went. and 2 albatrosses. It was like 9 games. There was like 2 games out of the 9 that were like fairly standard games, but it was just unbelievable. Like, there was no winning. It wasn't anything I could do other than play like the greatest player in the world, and it happens to me a lot. So unfortunately, I expect that to happen here in 10. It happened for a good while in 9 until I got like to the point where I knew the shootout so well I was within a yard almost every time. Like, give my opponents almost no chance kind of thing. A lot of times you can't. It was easier to tell in the beginning. From what I've heard, it's been just slightly tweaked and it's harder to tell now. But one of the biggest surefire ways is if you see the ball adjusted without doing anything, like there's already spin on the ball, or if they're like, another easy way to tell is emojis are clearly out of sync. Like, you know, you'll get like a wow, nice shot, like before you even took your shot, and they're not being rude. It's just that the person they played before took their drive real quick and whaled it. But sometimes you just can't tell, and you might be playing a replay and don't even know it. How long your wheel spins is a good indicator. So we're going to come over just a bit, try and get around these trees a little. Pretty good shot there. And I gotta say, this happens to me a lot where I clearly will play the hole better, but I'll still end up drawing and going to a shootout like every time. Yeah, so what Tim said there, if your wheel spins, I think it's like 30 seconds or more. It'll seem like a minute, but if it spins for a really long time, back out, give it a second, because you're probably about to get a replay. But I have gotten replays quickly before, like we're talking like 10 seconds, you know. It's never right away. If you get matched up right away, it's not a replay. Night, man. Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Blue Dog? Well, you got to do it. I'm not doing it. Ooh, straight up headwind, huh? This is an interesting one because really this is going to play closer to max here, not mid. The shot does scare me because I haven't gotten the measurement exactly down to what the percentage is to get it to be right. But I can usually have a decent shot. Because I've noticed just measuring at max gets you close. It's close, but it's not quite right. Jimmy, usually I do, man. I was in the middle of trying my darndest to build up some cups back. It's been rough lately. That's a win. That's a very, 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 very risky way to play this hole in headwind. Brendan, I don't know. We're 1-1, I think, here, so can't say out of the funk. 10% less and max measurement, or 10% less, and then do you actually use the correct max mid min? Oh, Jimmy, I'm like, the way this Tour 10 typically goes for me is close to 50-50, with like the extra wind peppered in. So I'll climb up very slowly. But lately it's been like win 4, lose 5, win 4, lose 5. So I go on streaks, and then I go on a worse losing streak. Should be able to do close to top, full top here. I am going to overpower a bit. Not much. I don't want to overdo it. I usually just like to a little overpower, a little curl in. This does overplay. Hopefully I gave it enough space. The good thing is, regardless of how I do, I can still give pointers for this tour. So I understand it. I know what's going on. Just unfortunately have some tough breaks. But it's part of the game. And to be fair, I also use a lot less premium balls than most people in 10. Like, as you'll see, most of my opponents use Kingmakers. Most of them. Or even better, like tourney balls. And I try to use katanas as much as possible. I try to reserve Titans for tournament play as much as I can. Kingmakers as well. Or at least trying to save them for Tour 11. That's never going to happen. I don't have an excess bank right now. I will, in fact, likely have to buy some before the stream is over. Yeah, but the thing is, it's hard to get replays. Typically, you're only going to see a replay if your trophy level is really high for a tour. Damn, any other wind and we could get there. That sucks. Can't do much about that, though. You're not going to reach in that headwind. And we got a spammer. Lovely. At least he's not terrible. He gave up. Pretty standard shot there, buddy. Thank God. I'm glad he can't reach. Like, there's no way, you know. I'm sure that level 6 Cataclysm's better than a 75 accuracy, probably. Which means like 1.5 a ring, so 11 miles an hour is going to put you at like 8 rings. No worries. I typically don't. I usually only look when I see something like crazy, or I feel like it's a super bad matchup. I want to see what I'm going up against. Which honestly, in my professional opinion, you shouldn't even look. You should just play your golf. Do the best you can always, and that is going to get you the most wins. However, I know human nature, it's hard. You know, don't touch the wet paint. So this hole plays funky. I always aim it a little far and then make your wind adjustment. Should be about there. It's overplayed because you're shooting over that canyon. Ah, I gave it too much. Yeah, banners will make me look a lot. But a lot of times, you know, just to see. Thank you, Leandro. Appreciate the sub. Welcome. Yeah, luckily, you really don't get a whole lot of spammers up in 10. There should be no way this drops. It's going to, but it shouldn't, because he underplayed this hardcore. So what the opponent did there was he was at min. So he went with the natural min measurement, which normally would be good. But that canyon makes you have to overplay the wind like 20-30%. It's a lot. So you will not ever play the true min measurement there, ever, if you're shooting over that gap. Yeah, so that's super overplaying. That's probably like 40%. Because Thorn is supposed to be, what, 1.4 or something like that at max? I forget, 1.8. I go off so much with feel with the Thorn. I don't really use these numbers too much, but... yeah, 1.85. So yeah, that's a lot. It's almost double. 80% overplay. So Tim, when you play that 1 mile per hour per ring, do you then just line your shot up like normal? You don't make an extra, like I make an extra adjustment there, and then was doing like 20%, you know, over measure. So headwind, we don't need as much. Shut up, dude. Don't need quite as much, right? This one overplays. Do about 2 full rings. And we're going to curl into the wind a little bit. Just a little. Stay up there. Thanks for the sub, Jamie. Later, buddy. I'm not sure, Jimmy. Maybe you don't have live chat on. It might be there and you're just not seeing it because it's not on live chat. Always make sure to switch your chat from live chat or from top chat to live chat. Yeah, I know, Brendan. But that's because I haven't been playing Bird Hunter. I probably would be in the same boat, is my guess. I wanted to look. The reason I'm still doing my main as opposed to playing Bird Hunter right now, because Bird Hunter's got way more balls and a higher bank and trophy count. I want to build this up, but I'm going for one of these top 3 chests. And if I'm going to do that, it's going to take a lot of games, especially at the win percentage I'm at. So, yeah, exactly. What Tim said is spot on. In addition to that, it used to be worse. For people that are fairly new to the game, it used to be a lot worse. You used to be able to spam those emojis all the way through your shot. And now at least they stop you once you pull the target back. So they have made it better. It was worse, like tenfold worse. Yeah, that's just all part of my jam, Tim. I told you, this account is cursed with some bad luck. Actually, that same guy was in my bracket last week, too. But last week, I didn't really even play. I just played the tournament, and I relegated down to Master 2. Like, unintentionally, just was busy, played the tournament exclusively, and it's not enough to keep you up in Master 3. Not at expert level tournaments, at least. Maybe if you were playing Masters tournaments, it might be enough. But you know, you get relegated very easily up in Masters. But yeah, Tim, look at number 2, you know. Yeah, I'm intentionally giving it a minute so that that guy hopefully gets somebody else because I don't want to play him again. Nice. Little typed Jim Carrey. He probably... So it looks like this guy is just max 10 and just likes to grind it out because he knows his clubs are not ready for 11. Or at least he feels like he's not, or maybe balls, something of that nature. Because he clearly, at 2693... I'm fairly certain that guy is like a second or third account of a max player. I am, Jamie, yes. I wasn't gonna give it, I was just giving it, I like to give it usually about 2 or 3. So they could spin twice for a minute and then get into a round. Or if they got into a round immediately, they shouldn't be done yet. So I usually like to give it about 2 or 3. See, there we go. Although these are the type of people that scare me the most. I bet you this guy's got like 10,000 games under his belt. We'll look after my turn. So I normally like going this way. I'm not going to be able to get over there right now. Not without taking a supremely crazy hazardous shot. The ball, so the wind overplays here, but the ball typically also carries a little long. So like if I aimed for right where the edge of my white ring is, I might go bunker. So we're going to come for down there. So we're going to go about there. We're going to curl it in. Ooh, hopefully it's not too great. Actually, great, that heavy probably worked out. I was going for great left, but when I intentionally go for great left, it's usually 1 ring over, which was the case there. Not 2. 8,000 games. That was pretty close. Like usually when you see that, when you see rookie banners, a little bit of pro banners, lots of games, fairly low trophy count with a purple, they probably have really good clubs and just play a lot. So you never know what you're up against. Nothing, Scott. Just, you know, it's a breakdown of what I'm looking at in stats to know what I'm going up against. Which in part is, it's going to help me choose my ball. Like, for example, I know if I'm going up against somebody with maxed APOC and... What are you testing, Tim? If I know I'm going up against a maxed APOC in headwind on a fairly long par 5, I'm not going to put out a Kingmaker. I'm going to probably put out a Quasar or Navigator because I'm going to probably lose. And if I'm going to lose, I'm going to spend a lower ball. Now, that being said, I don't use like a Marlin or a basic ball, because then I feel like I have almost no chance of winning. I'd like to at least give myself a chance. And honestly, Aaron, I'm not worried about it, especially if the text is not straight up swear, then I really don't care. I don't claim to be a family-friendly channel. That's not part of my my plan. There are plenty of family-friendly people out there. You know, I don't need it to get belligerent, so you're more than welcome to tell people if they're getting out of hand with cursing. But if it's there, I'm not worried about it. Especially, yeah, like Tim said, where it's not really the swear. It was like, you could say that. And that too, it's late night, you know. Granted, somebody could watch this as a recording, but like I said, I don't plan on being considered family friendly. If I end up getting flagged as an 18 or over audience, I don't care. You know, someone's got to be an adult only. And at this point, I'm not trying to be adult only, but there you go, B. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Well, honestly, if you even think about it, in PG-13, you're allowed to swear. I consider myself not necessarily adults only, but mature audiences. I could be PG-13 or R. I'm okay with that. I don't want to be no NC-17. That's not the goal. But right near the pin. Tough to beat that on this hole. Anything within 2, you need a little luck. Little bit of luck. This is a tough win for it as well. Normally I wouldn't curl it too much on this, but I don't have I normally would be with a katana or a kingmaker, so make up for it a little bit. Hopefully that grate doesn't kill me. Oh, that took a bad little hop there. It was coming in at a good line. I knew it. It got slowed down by that weird little hop over the fringe. Welcome to my world. NC-17 is no children under the age of 17, like, period. Like a rated R movie, you can go in with your parents, you just have to be 18 or older to go in unsupervised. NC-17 is like, Like, hardcore porn is technically NC-17. Or like, Chris Taylor would probably be considered NC-17. Should be able to go katana on this one. With tailwind, be careful with the top spin. Tiny bit more power over than okay, but it's not bad. John, that hole can work in a million ways. Really, the way I really like to play it, really the way I like to do that one is little backspin, and you come up the green real short, really fast, with a lot of spin, and it'll put you in a pretty. Now watch this guy get tailwind on both next shot. Well, not his next shot, but his second shot to be able to reach the green in one. Come about there. Lost my train of thought. I apologize. I'm going to try, Kevin. Thanks for coming in. Well, a big part of that is where you played your games. You know, where 6,000 of those games in Tour 6 and lower. Because if that's the case, then you've only played 2,000 games where the APOC could even show up. So it does make a difference. That's crazy, guys. I hope my third account doesn't have to deal with that. In my opinion, if you place well in some tournaments and nail some golden shots here and there, it is the best way to get it to show up. Close. Pretty darn close. What's up, Chef? Yeah, so if your Thor hammer is still 3-2, then I would say you probably have a lot of games in the lower tours. That's why. Yeah, that's crazy, Tim. Tour 9 with 186 games. You beast. No, and just because you're in those tours doesn't mean it's going to show up in the tours. Um, they are elusive clubs, for sure. Tournaments is probably the best bet. A first place expert, I can almost guarantee you'll get an Apocalypse or a Cat. One of the two. Top 3 experts, probably pretty close to same odds of pulling one. Yeah, my main was at, I want to say, about 1,800 games when I got it. Maybe 2,000. But, you know, my first 1,000 games were definitely below Tour 6. I did not progress quickly in the beginning. I was very, 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 very ultra casual. Streaky as fuck. I totally get it, bro. I like your name. Oh, I would have. I'm sorry, man. I would have. I'm just so used to people just leaving right away in 10. Maybe we'll get him right away. Let's see. This hole. Certain winds give me some guff on this hole. Headwind's one of them. I really, really, really have been liking left to right wind. Because then I just play straight to that last fairway. I have not gone in the rough once with that attempt yet. I know! Busy! You know they can hear you, right?
I know.
Oh, this isn't the hole I was talking about. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I thought I was doing the other one. We can go 3 top with the headwind, though. This is one of the holes I'm actually extremely comfortable with. Almost any wind condition, I know the best way to go about it, you know. I don't usually make too many mistakes here. Later, Santos. Thanks for coming in. So we're about mid here, which would be about 4.5. We're gonna go about 5. Little bit more would have been good. Yeah, it is. I'm having a hard time keeping up, which is okay. Don't worry about that. If I miss something important, somebody just tag me or re-say it or whatever. But it's a good thing for my stream, so don't stop. I like seeing it move like that. Thanks, RJ. How you doing, my friend? It's gonna be tough to beat. Good shot. It's an ace. Oh, I thought it was going in. Those are the worst. When you just gotta whale that shot. I don't take this sniper shot too. Oh. I knew it overplayed, but I didn't know by how much exactly. That was not enough, apparently. See, I was actually thinking it was 20%. It's been 2 rings. I did 3. That's why I added that little bit of overpower. So now I don't even know if 20 would have been good. Or, I mean, if 30 would have been good without the little bit of overpower. And it's not always consistent. Head and tailwind often play heavier than side. Depending on the hole, though, and how the hole is approached. There are some where sidewind is just as overplaying. Man, crazy wind. This is where I wish I had APOC 5. We'd be going green in 1 here. This bad boy overplays as well. Oh, oof. Most of the Tour 10 holes overplay. No way, Sebastian. No way. Talk to you later, RJ. Personally, I would like closer to the 200 million mark, and I would really like an APOC 5. And left myself back quite a bit. This is going to make for a tricky shot. Have to curl around this way. Should be okay. The wind should direct it back the other way towards the green. But it's never the idea. Oh, we're short. Way short. I was not paying as much attention as I should have been there. I have, Sebastian. I won my first 2, and then I lost like 5 straight. And that made me realize I need more. My ball stock is not very good. I would like to definitely get a top 3 at the very least in expert before I move up. Just for pure fact of the balls. Well, at least our opponent made worse a mistake. That helps. Granted, this is no easy shot either. And we'll probably, very likely, end up in a very similar situation at the end of this. But we do what we can. And this green is awful. We got to play a true roll. Can't do a topspin roll on it. Downhill, so it's going to play extra. So we're going to go about 2 rings. Not going in with that bad of a grate, that's for sure. Perfect strength on it. We got the underplay right. Or the downhill play right. This will be much trickier for him. I don't think he moved it enough. And he got a heavy grate too. Should be fine. Should be a shootout. Yeah, see, he was going to be short either way. It's important to know that how that uphill and downhill affects your shot. It really is. I don't think I lucked out too bad because that 13-mile-an-hour side wind with the drive I had was atrocious. And I was pretty close to still being fairway. I lucked out that he boo-booed too, but it was a very tough wind direction for that shot regardless, so. What I've noticed is if it was lucky that I got to the shootout, I lose the shootout by like an ace or like a freaking beautiful shot. So if this guy hits it right on the pin, then yeah, it was completely luck that I got to the shootout in the first place. It's not beautiful. It's not really easy to beat for me on this hole, but it's not beautiful. Straight headwind on this has always been harder for me to judge how much I need to change my spin. Feels good right about there. Should be able to go straight that way. It helps when you can. Overplay by about 2 rings there. Too much. Wow. I thought if anything that was going to be long. Yeah, not you, buddy. Did I underpower? I didn't intend to. And it would only cancel each other out if they were equal. You know, the slight, if I did underpower, it was a slight bit of underpower. And I overplay by 2 rings, which is playing 40% extra. So that would be like severely underpowering the shot to be canceling it out. But I did not intend to underpower at all. So if I did, that was accidental. What's up, Flash? Craig? What's going on? That sucks, Jojo. Hope you get better, man. Normal measurement would be about 6. We'll go about 7 here. Still not enough. A shot overplays. I always am afraid to overplay it. It's not afraid, but sorry, man. Trying to keep up with this crazy chat. Oh, really? You just played this guy? Must be pretty damn good to be up in Tour 10 with 1,700 games, so... Top 10 in Masters in a major. Very nice. Man, talk about an advantage in a shootout. I don't know, but he's probably going to win because of it. It's not the best. For a side wind, that's not the best. I'm not really sure. I haven't played much with the maxed extra mile. I literally just got mine maxed. So it's going to scrunch. I want to really land about there. So we're going to pull it up to about there. It's not going to scrunch a lot. Then we're going to go a little extra right. Play about 13.5. That's a win. Should be. I'd be pissed if that somehow rolled further. Katana beats Movie Ball. All right. Well, apparently this guy is unlucky at this shootout. Kevin, if you're having some issues with the rings, hit me up on Facebook. Or even better, go back, look through my videos, search for the win guide. I go through how to get your max mid, min, everything. And then try to keep in mind when you're watching like a stream or something, I went way overplay there. So normally I would do 9.2 rings. That shot overplays at like 50% wind. So I did like 13.5. Learning when shots overplay is just kind of trial and error for a lot of it. Over water, usually I will go with an over adjustment before I try a regular adjustment. Not every time you shoot over water does it have to be over adjusted. I'm not sure why, but there are cases where it doesn't. Downhill, you almost always are going to over adjust. Uphill, under adjust. And how much is, you know, just a matter of how uphill, how downhill, how long the shot is, how long the ball's in the air. If you have top spin or back spin, there's a lot of factors, so it's hard to teach it all. But if you can get a good sense of max, mid, min, and a good sense of when you should over and when you should under, you'll tune them in faster. Thank you, Jeremiah. Oof, that's some tough wind. So the shot he's taking, I'm almost certain I can't do it. Yeah. He's got an extra mile 8. He's got a lot more distance on the carry. Ooh, I do have a little more side wind. I am going to bring a Titan to this one. Yeah, so if you look, I would be here-ish, and the ball guide would be shortened. That's super risky. Go ahead and laugh, bro. Go ahead and laugh. I can't get there. I'm not going in the water. It's that simple. Oh, stop. Damn it. Just a little too much. Well, that's game because he's going to reach green in 1 here. Or, well, green in 2. And he's got a nice, generous, soft side wind. 5.7. You, like, never see that in Tour 10. Which also means it's going to be tailwind for me, but it's going to be, like, 7 mile an hour. Not nearly enough to get to the pin. Later, Jeremiah. Thank you. Hopefully we can at least... No way, we're going to be in trouble here. Yep. This is going to be fun. I'm taking a gamble because I'm not going to get there with... I guess actually it's just a long iron shot. Not likely to make it, but I'm more likely to make it than if I end up in the bunker. Or even worse, in the water. I hope I sink this shot and we have a hole where he needs to try to use his driver to take the shot. This is like one of my least favorite approaches, though. It is freaking damn hard. The wind's going to overplay. The bounce is going to be overplayed. Of course, it goes up to 12 mile an hour for that shot, though. So close. Thank you. I mean, I can't be upset with a shot like that, ever. That's a really, really, really tough approach shot. No matter what club. Tim would have made it with a basic ball. Oh, don't kill me, great. It's probably gonna. Yep. Yay! My opponent's gonna make it too. Just to. Oh no, maybe not, because he's got a little headwind. Let's see. Alright, he's going for the layup. That helps. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw some tailwind on the next shot. You're probably going to want extra mile for sure. Unlikely that you have, damn, we got headwind too. Unlikely that you have anything with better distance than that, and those are some long holes. I would suggest the Guardian probably, because that's probably going to be your best bet for the wood you most likely have unlocked yet. Although that would be a tour the big dog would even be worth considering, depending on how good your driver is. It could even open up like something like a quarterback big dog combo if you want to be a little more safe on your drives and then recover your distance with your wood. Yeah, they claim they don't want people exploiting it, but that's such an easy fix. You just have it be for free, no coins, just play. If you use a ball, it doesn't waste your ball. You know, like how awesome would that be? Just strictly for fun. Where's our max? All right, we're pretty darn close to max. I'm gonna leave this running just a little short to the left. All right, so 2.5 rings overplay. 3 is too many. 2 is not enough. Not exactly sure what you mean by that, Tim. See, I was trying to do that before, and it would cause me to over spin everything and always end up going like, if it was a right to left wind, then I'd go left of the pin. Little further would have been nice. The idea is I like to be straight down the fairway to the pin there, so that that little bottleneck is straight in line with the pin. I don't have an iPad. I have a Galaxy Tab S2. Scott, a million people have complained. Well, maybe not a million, because, you know, there's about 1 million players, but probably 200,000, I would bet. What in the hell? That's a rough recovery. There we go. Oh, yeah, I've done that, Jeff. Let's open it. 9 gems. What's 9 gems? What's in there? What's in the box? Probably all stuff I... Oh, Kingfisher, of course. And down in 1. All right, I'll take 10 Nirvana cards. That made up for the whole chest in my eyes. Definitely want to get that Nirvana maxed. Steve, I cannot answer you. I know for sure iPad does play really well, but I've heard issues of other things with iPads and this game. One of which being certain generation iPads don't run it as well. So you'd have to look into which generation. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. I'm not going for it. I wanted to see, and I was going to maybe risk it with a Titan, but I am a big fan of this shot. There's no real easy approach to this green. It's a doozy, but I feel like this is the best line. So if the play is there, take it. This was for sure the way to go when they used to have that little funnel on the green that rolled the ball right into the hole if you knew where to hit it. I missed that little funnel because it made going to the left like beautiful. Little case of monkey see, monkey do. That's okay. Probably, yeah, I was going to say probably min. So I'm just going to move it to my thorn. So the wind is going to push this forward. I'm going with about right there. And hope that that wind covers that little extra distance I need with a normal straight up wind measurement. Close. Could have even gone to pull it back a bit more. The line wasn't really too bad. It just came in hot, so it didn't get a chance to slope in until it was past the pin. Oh, I know how to slice it. Same result, pretty much. To a shootout we go. What did you do, Jesse? Steve, that was an accident. Jesse did not mean to do that. I don't know what he did there. Maybe clicking some buttons on his keyboard. I don't know. But, or no, not a keyboard. He's on the phone. How did you do that, Jesse? Phone or tablet? Little too much back. Not a bad shot.
This is one within 2 is certainly good. It's hard to get within 2. A lot of the times within 4 will win this hole. Depends how well your opponent knows it. He's playing copycat, so see how that turns out. He didn't over adjust as much, which might give him that extra little bit of distance. The thing is, this fairway, yep. So rare to lose to a copycat up here, but it happens. It should have. He got lucky for sure, because the not over adjusting there should have caused him to hit that fairway in a very unusual spot and change the whole direction of the bounce and everything. Sometimes you just lose because of luck. And I have said it before, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all, so. Damn headwind on this hole again. If he goes, I was going to say, if he goes for that, he's a crazy, crazy man. Oh, gotcha, Jesse. Well, if we're going to go that route, at least going to bring it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah. Nice. Good to see headwind here. That helps. That means going for that reach was worth it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, everybody, if you haven't done so, check out J-Bone's guide. Again, tough wind though. I really hate this kind of wind because I want to counter into the wind a bit, but it's so easy to overdo. God damn it. Yeah, I, for whatever reason, thought I had pulled it back to allow for my adjustment into the headwind, and I didn't really have time to retweak my adjustment, so I just kind of went with it. I hate this stupid green. Why you gotta be like that? Why? Of course. I'm hoping maybe this is akin to last week. I feel like last week I had really bad luck in tour play, and then things went pretty well overall in the tournament. I would much rather do well in tournament play than in tour play, so fingers crossed that that's the reason things are on an unlucky slope right now. Nope, not really. I've been mostly 50-50 for tonight. I think I'm a game or two down from that. So it's not like a terrible losing streak that it was earlier, but it's not going up. So, is what it is. I'm down a few, I think. I haven't really been paying a lot of attention, just been playing now. Trying to not worry about it too much. That should be a win. It's almost right where I wanted it. Took a little slow on the roll. At the top of the green. Yeah, so I'm one game down. I started the stream at 105 million, I think. So I'm one game down. My trophies are lower because you lose more than you win on this tour. But Actually, guys, give me just 1 second. I'm probably going to go for about another half hour or so. So I'm going to refill my drink, use the restroom. I will be right back. Thanks for the sub, Zach. Yeah, I got it. My tablet's only 8-inch, which I think is the size of the current minis. I think, and it's like just barely not too big. I can't handle a huge tablet. If you were like a finger player where you played like this, a huge tablet would probably be amazing. Oh, great shots, never good. The camera angle doesn't look good either. Nope. Later, John. Oh, are you, Jesse? See, the one thing that I think to keep in mind, though, with the bigger the screen gets, is the more time it takes to, like, rotate the camera and stuff like that. I definitely noticed I have to be a little quicker with my adjustments on the tablet than I was on my phone. So getting too big, I could see that becoming an issue. Stay off the fringe. Damn it. It sucks when you make your measurements perfect because grates will not go in. Unless you're just chipping like just over the fringe or something. That's been the biggest thing I've noticed in the last couple days, and I feel is a big part of the losing streak, is I have not been able to hit perfect on my sand and rough iron shots, like, at all. And normally I'm pretty decent at it, at least in the 50-50 ballpark. And lately I've been hitting like 1 out of 5 or something like that. Trophies just keep dropping. I'm really pissed they took out the new holes out of this tour because I loved them. They were really helping my win percentage. Alright, so wind overplays here. We're going to pretend it's 13 mile an hour. So we could probably literally just leave it about there because it should come up to where it needs to. Oh, too much. Are you kidding me? Oh, I hold my breath when I shoot, Craig. Not all the time, but a lot of like definitely definitely on like rough iron shots and stuff. All right, we're going that way. This is a hole I do typically let the wind dictate which way I go. I will start that music back up in a moment. I really didn't have a time frame set. I know it's late, so I know I'm probably not interfering with any other streamers at this point. I'm off tomorrow. I took a nap. I've got drinks going. It's a little bit of a break there. Not much, because I went in water. But hopefully he misses his approach shot here. Alright, that's getting too close to the rough for my comfort. Come back a little more. I'd much rather just miss than end up in that sand trap again. Oh, that would have been so sweet. That would have been so sweet. What's up, Detlef? Yes, Detlef does have the real Oktoberfest. Oh no! Yeah, I got like a half a fifth left. I've got plenty. Alright, well at least he missed. Oh, I've got dirt cheap whiskey. It is Kentucky Deluxe. But that's because I drink mixers and it's cheap and I'm broke. So that goes together well. $10. It's $13 for a 1.75. Like $4 a pint. You know, it's cheap stuff. Man, I just feel like this tour is really lacking shootout holes. I feel like I play the same like 5 all the time. I know there's 9, because it's how they do it. There's 3 different 9-hole courses in this tour. I believe. That's how they are for most of the tours, unless 10, 11 they dumbed it down. I know 11 they dumbed it down. But I was pretty sure 10 still followed that guideline. Jack is like more than twice as expensive. I drink some Captain every once in a while. It's one I gotta be careful with because it does definitely give me hangovers easily. We're gonna go 4.5. Because 5 was just too much last time. Like it in there right now. Nope, see, that was too much. Oh, stop! Alright, at least it stayed up there. Alright, at least we got our win back off David. Does he want a rematch? Of course not. See, my problem with beer is I like strong beer. Like, I like IPAs and stuff. And I can only drink like 3 or 4 before I start getting pretty sloshed. Whiskey, I've built a tolerance to it, so I can drink mixed drinks. If I'm drinking at a good pace, I won't even get drunk. I'll just catch a decent little buzz. That's what I'm drinking right now, essentially. Whiskey Coke. I trust it. This one overplays because it's downhill. Give it a little extra, but I don't need to give it much. I'd rather go a little extra overpower than extra topspin. Hopefully I get there. So I don't want to roll the second fairway. Oh, that's going to be too much. See, it carries so far. Oh, no, that was good. He's going for the Hail Mary. It's good win for it. Later, Chef. I'm just not super big on taking risks in tour play. Not a huge risk there, but I am more comfortable with the shot from the left on my second shot. Shooting over that hill is kind of awkward. I mean, I'm still shooting over it, but not the same way. Let's see where we're at in terms of max. Close to mid. Woohoo! I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. He'll be Thorn, probably. No, that's... If he goes top of the hill, that's wedge. I think. But that's... He came so far right that he's got to actually shoot over that bunker. Yeah, it's just tough. It's tough. You want to be a little more left. It may be quite possible we're hitting the preferred whiskey buzz point here. Ooh, it was a nasty little glitch. It's not a glitch. I mean, it is a glitch, but it's not a glitch because it's every hole. It's a Learn to Burn member right there. Ja Bears. Ja Bears. I'm excited to watch the Bears this year. Even if they don't do great, they should be fun to watch, which has been the first time they've been fun to watch for like 5 years now. But I actually think they have a pretty viable chance to make it to the playoffs. Later, Greg. Jinx, Tim. I gotta go see what's going on. I'm getting ding dings. What are you dinging about over there, guys? I don't know if you guys can hear those dings. I don't know how it works with my headphones plugged into the PC. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Better than seeing the messages pop up on my screen here. At least my tablet blocks that stuff. It's nice. Automatically, when I'm in game, I don't get notifications. So I'm going to underplay this a little just because I want to make sure that I'm right of that rough. Even with a great. A little too much. Oh yeah, they are. They're one of the oldest franchises in the NFL, man. Soldier Field was just renovated about 10 years ago now. They kept the all the facade, you know, the look, but they've made it much more modernized and nice on the inside. Fairs will be around for a long time. Talking about playing pool. No, for sure we are going to be thorn shot here. Quite familiar with it. Usually, yep, right about mid. With this headwind, I actually think I'm going to come up on the green. I usually try to avoid it because it's a little bumpy, but yep, great, killed me. That was beautifully lined up. Beautifully lined up. Oh, the fridge. It's a name I haven't heard in a while. We don't have to win the division. We just have to get wild card and then beat the Packers one game in the playoffs. It's not that hard to do. Can be done. Aaron Rodgers is a machine. Don't get me wrong. I wish we would have got him and not the Packers, but it is what it is. Maybe like Mitch Trubisky will turn out to be an Aaron Rodgers one day. He was in a totally not the correct scheme last year. Hopefully the new coaching staff will be more akin to his play style, and it'll allow for a lot more things to open up. Oof, that might be a problem. Tablet's getting hot and my ice pack is getting warm. Yeah, they're really expensive. I used to go to preseason a lot just because it was cheaper, and it's still not cheap. I think I'm gonna have to throw this ice pack in the freezer and grab a hard one and hope it's all right. I've got one of those good, you know, floppy ones. Perfect for this because I can actually get it to press. Jesus Christ, how much do you have to overplay that shot? What's up, geek? Yeah, it does. It does. What are you going to do, you know? I can't make the Thor hammer shot work there with that much tailwind. It won't happen. I wish he would have gone first, because I would have had a much better chance at taking the win, but Jesse, my bet is processing power pretty much exclusively. I'm sure it's just a better device, which would be great for this, because if it ran a little less intensely, we're only going to go 2.5 on this one. If it ran less intensely, it would probably keep it from overheating as bad. Two and a half was still too much. Oh, no, just about right. Wow. Tim, you just hit a whole bunch of thumbs downs. So we're down near min here. I'm gonna do ultra baby curve. Too much backspin. Oh, it was close. Not as close as I want, but it's close. I suppose. I don't know what the thumbs do, what the thumbs down do to your channel. Obviously nothing in the chat, but I know thumbs up makes you show up in more streams. I'm hoping thumbs down doesn't like take you out of some. I was going to say, if he's not bunker, I don't know this game. I imagine almost any size you get, it'll just take getting used to. Like, no matter how big it is, you could probably get used to it and get good. I definitely had some issues with this one when I first started. But it's different, you know, it's not the phone. Yes, Jesse, they are not cheap. That is why I got the S2, even though the S3 has been out for like 6 months. So this shot that he's taking, I always suggest playing up short to the pin with a lot of backspin. Don't try to take the roll because it's such a high speed green that it's, if you're not dead in the center, it won't go in. Oh, I know 2 wouldn't hurt you, but well, it still might hurt. It's just not going to kill you, but it might show up in a couple less possible feeds. All right, let me grab my other iPad or my other ice pack real quick. Just shutting that screen off for 1 minute, let it cool down. I actually did have another soft ice pack, so that's awesome. I'm trying. Damn it, Tim. I'm trying. Just another 30 seconds or so. It cools down fast when it's on the ice pack and the screen is off. It'll go back to normal temperature pretty quick. So I've also got it charging, so between playing, charging, and streaming, like broadcasting to the computer, it definitely is using a lot of its power. See, but I heard the new generation iPad, for whatever reason, doesn't play Golf Clash very well. I heard you're supposed to get a Gen 2 or Gen 3. I don't know if that's true or if that's just somebody that was not happy with their iPad and making excuses. Second par 3. I gotta look real quick. I haven't done my guide, so got Golf Clash Notebook up. Always do. Facebook, Messenger, YouTube, and Golf Clash Notebook are almost always up on my computer. Give you guys an idea of what my life is like. All right, what did you say? The second par 3? Second par 3 in Pro and Expert. I have tried it. I have not gotten it to work. Doesn't mean it's not possible, but I have not gotten that crap to work. That's going to be a Guardian or level 10 sniper shot. You're going to need the backspin. Unless we get headwind, then a lower level sniper will definitely be okay. But you're going to want to stop that ball on the top of the green for sure. Going long down that green is trouble city. I've tried it like 3 or 4 times. It's hard to hit is the thing. You gotta hit exactly where you're trying. And you are playing over water, and you are playing on a hill. Like that green is hill. So not every spot on there is going to have the exact same measurement. It's... Wow, Tim, really? Holy crap. I've never tried the sand bump, though. So to be fair, I've never given that a go. I've only been trying it with a rough bump, and I did not have success. And only a few times. I unfortunately, Tour 7 is like most of my favorite holes, and unfortunately it's just not really fun for me to go back and play it because it's a lot of replays, and I don't want to lose my cups down there because then getting them back is really hard. Maybe we're talking a different hole. Maybe I looked at the wrong one. Oh, no. Yeah, it's over sand. That's right. I'm just being silly. I'm mentally kind of was imagining it. There is water on the hole, but it's not over the water. No, I think he's talking about the one they added in the movie tournament with the little island you jump off of over the sand. I think that's the second par 3. I just look quickly, but... Geek, we may need some clarification, bud. I'm going to go just a touch over 2. Pull it pretty close up to the top there. Stop. I know my spins on most of these holes, but I can't help but be a little nervous sometimes when the hop looks long.
Yes, that's the hole I was looking at, Jesse. From Tour 7. If you're talking the Milano hole, the rough slash sand bump is definitely the way to go. Close. I'm still really trying to dial in the max thorn. I just got it max like a week or two ago. Haven't played a whole lot of games with it. This is why I can't get 2, Tim. This is why I can't get 2 in a row. People love doing things to me. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, and I agree. I am not a fan of that hole. Want to see where we have to be. That's our minimum to get through. Try and come up about here. Didn't get there. Not even close. That's like the worst possible wind direction for this stupid hole. And of course, our opponent has an Apocalypse 5. So he's going to have no problem reaching. So I'm saying, man, they just kind of set me up to lose sometimes, like 2 or 3 in a row. Then they're like, here you go, you can have 1 back.
This shot has boned me a million times. It's downhill. It should overplay, but every time I've overplayed it, it doesn't go long. So I'm going to try. Just a straight up measurement. Yeah. Didn't expect a win on that one. You go bunker, opponent goes fairway on this hole. You're not going to win. More chances than not. He could have just been talking nonsense. Some of those guys don't know crap. Most of them, fortunately, do have a decent idea. All right, I have never really taken this shot, but I'm going to because we need a win. Maybe we can get lucky here. Eh. I know that shot overplays. Sometimes, so a downhill shot, oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun. It's not even that hot. One second, guys. Let me find my phone. So there's another free loss for us. No, I mean, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. That's understandable at that point. Well, it's also, I stream. It uses a lot more. It doesn't really overheat very often if I'm not streaming. But when I'm streaming, it gets hot. Well, might as well pop it while we're here. And at least one of those so the other one can cook. Oh, we had one pop. That's all right. That's kind of what I would have thought. I mean, the nature of technology, you know. Really? Who backs out against me? I'm a nobody. At least in terms of winning Tour 10 right now. Let's see if we just got Robert's number. Sometimes that is the case. I only beat him once, so it's not like I'm going to jump to that conclusion. But every once in a while, you will run across somebody that even if they've got better clubs than you, even if they're higher rated, you just have their number. You will beat them. That looks about right. End of the shadow is ideal. Closer to max here. Not quite at max. Swing about 5 3/4 ish. Just a baby curl left. Boom. Like this hole. Craig, do you shoot fairway here or do you go for the green? Because I am a big advocate of always going fairway here if you can. The green has got some bumps and it makes it a little inconsistent. Bumps at the end of the green. So if you can take your hop on the fairway and kind of bounce those first little bumps, the rest of the green is pretty straight. All right. How about a nice 10-game win streak, and then we'll call the stream. I wish. That still wouldn't even put me to back to 3,900. It's ridiculous. Going big here for sure. Let's see how our opponent goes. Tailwind, I am pretty much always going to go for that little center fairway between the trees. So, like, pretty much... Oh, man. Gonna have to bust out one of these guys. I don't mind wasting them because I don't think they're the greatest balls. I don't count it wasting either in Tour 10. It's not quite wasting. That's gonna be trouble. That's the reason I don't consider them the greatest balls. That needle speed is just not ideal for when you're taking a full overpower shot. At the rate I'm going, I'll have a Thor Hammer 7 before I have an APOC 6, so... It's going to be a long reach, especially with the headwind. Shit. It's not over yet, bro. If I had my Spitfire in, it would be, but... We're looking at being more like here with no overpower. You know, even full overpower is not going to get us on the green. So we're going to go half just to give ourselves a little extra. Just trying to not have the needle go crazy, but get out of there. Thank God. What? What are you talking about there, Tim? Should probably be Endbringer. Yeah. Shorten it up a bit for that tailwind. Downhill, 11.4 max, 8 rings, so we're going to go 9 rings. Give her a whirl. I don't really expect it to go in, but it'd be nice. Not with a grate. Probably would have hopped the hole anyways, so... Later, Jesse. Oh, I got you. I got you. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat. Don't know if y'all remember that song. But if there's little kids watching, I just made some ears bleed, so. Damn it. Lucky. Lucky to get away with one there. Oh, I'm just going to stream until J-Bone or RJ starts. One of the two. I'm just going to keep going. Just going to lower myself, drop all my trophies, waste all my balls. So I have gotten in the habit of actually going counter wind on that hole. So if I have a right to left wind, I go on the left. And if I have a right to left wind, I go on the right. Reason being, when you're trying to make a measurement and you start going off the cliff or up the cliff, it really skews things off and it makes it a lot harder to get an accurate measurement down. I think the curl is really all that killed me there. I usually don't curl that shot, but it was almost directly sidewind, so I figured a little would be okay, and I think it messed up the spin on the hill. Rough bunker. Oh, behind the tree. I'm screwed. See, mine should have been more like what his did. I moved it over almost as much, and I hit great right as well. pretty crazy that I went that far left. Oh, buddy. This is going to be super fun. Just a hair short. Now I gotta make a rough save. Man, it's super finicky up here. Well, this is gonna have to be precise. Story of my life right there. Finally hit a frickin' perfect. And I gotta have the stupid, most finicky line to the hole as possible. Like that was micro min situation, so we're looking at 14 miles an hour per ring, and I moved a ring and it wasn't enough. So that's what the frick you gonna do? It's not, the thing is, it's not normally this bad. Like, I was grinding through it before they introduced the new holes. And then they introduced the new holes, and I rocketed all the way through it, and it screwed up everybody else. And now all these players that have already beat this tour are back down in it. So there's a lot of people that are familiar with the shootouts and stuff. But yeah, I really dislike this tour. I love the holes in terms of like tournament for tournament purposes and stuff, but they suck for playing tour play. Because something like this, well, like luckily this wind, the APOC 5 has no advantage over me. But you know, in Tour 10 and 11, you run into APOC 5 and better a lot, a lot. And there's a lot of times where it just pretty much puts you in a you're gonna probably lose situation. Yes, you can pull yourself out with an amazing shot. Occasionally you get lucky and your opponent botches it, but typically it's a loss. Yeah, see, new holes, I was like 4 out of 5. I brought 2 accounts almost to max Tour 10 in like 3 days. I was crushing on them. I'm so mad they took them away. Oh, people are complaining they're too hard. Well, get better. It's Tour 10. I mean, I can understand moving them from Tour 5, but they should have left them in Tour 10. Yeah, there you go, Jeff. Or, you know, have a shit ton of Kingmakers and Special Balls so you can just outball your opponent and win off of that. I usually like coming in about 3 rings off. Get in the hole. Come on. Give me a break, man. I mean, a part of when I say they were easier, opponents were worse at them. So you didn't have to be like, get 1 yard from the pin on a shootout or eagle every damn par 4 to like make progress. Oh yeah, Tour 10 is like shootout every time. Unless you make a mistake. If you lose, it's not a shootout, but you will not ever win straight out in Tour 10. It's so rare. And they still are, Geek, because there's so many people that are recovering trophies right now. But unfortunately, it's not even like I can just say that it's just the Sharks. I've had some bad luck. I mean, I've had some bad holes and bad shots. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. But when it comes down to it, I've had some pretty bad luck in the last like 4 days. Just things that would not normally happen have been happening. Too slow, too much backspin. Like, not terrible, but certainly beatable. Man, I really can't believe that slowed down that much with tailwind. Direct tailwind. This can be the last hole of the stream here, guys. Approaching 3 hours. I think I've done enough losing on screen for one night. I am off the next 2 days, so I will definitely be hopping on for another stream or 2. I will get my guide up as well. There will be more to follow. It's going to be close. I think you won. Of course. What, Jamie? Did you want to play 1 on stream? I'll give you 1 game. Oh, it's not going to match us. We're not going to be allowed to play. I can't even hit the OK. It's not letting me. Oh, there it goes. All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Glad at least people can witness the demise that is my Tour 10 journey at the moment. Like, next time I'll pop on, I'm going to have, like, max Tour 10 all of a sudden. Because that's how it goes. Wavy like crazy. Like, you could literally make a world-winning roller coaster off my Tour 10 ride. If you graphed it out in a chart, it would be, like, epic. The peaks and drops would be something to behold. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Check out J-Bone's guide. People that need expert guides, I will be putting one out for this tournament in the next 48 hours at some point. So stay tuned. If I don't see you before the tournament, if you don't catch one of my streams, good luck. And let's all kick some butt in this next one. Later, guys.